Cardo.
A location that is normally reserved for a team that is aggressive. I'm definitely surprised that they are in that location. Of course, we saw it yesterday. But this phase one circle is definitely against what the playing trajectory showed us. So it is going to have a higher chance of more teams clustered on the east side of the map. But because we are seeing teams kind of go more towards the west, you kind of see a line in between bad and pace of just these teams dropping and landing near each other.
Because of that playing path, you know what? The circle's actually not too good. It's going to it's not going to shut them down completely, but it's going to be forcing a few more early game rotations because there's so much room on the north, especially on the northwestern side. So rotations will come out pretty early. That's completely fine. It is Miramar after all. Teams that can have a pretty nice rotation point would actually have to be like, for example, 963 squad and L2K, currently localized in Chumacera. What they can do, take cars, go on the western road that gets close to the wall and actually just go back up to the area of El Pozo or even to Trailer Park or Cobriera. So this is not a hard one, but it's just going to be forcing these teams in a little bit of a different play style early on.
Of course, we all know the strengths and weaknesses of Miramar in terms of rotating through. What's going to be good for rotational from 963 and Live to Kill is the fact that they have plenty of space on the west side of the map to rotate in, maybe head towards El Pozo or the hills outside El Pozo. But of course, they've got to get through each other in Chumacera for now.
Of course, a few teams now still doing the looting up station. We saw a few, on the last game of Miramar we had, some teams that were localized in this compound of Chumacera. Of course, there's no reason for the fight to break out. You got a high ground section, you got a low ground section. There's no reason for them to mix up. And I think that once you're done on your looting stage, already look forward to rotating. This is not a good area to hold on to. It's not valuable for this first phase. And I can really see that, 963 squad, they already got some cars under control. That shows at least an intent of rotating early.
Team that has a really good spot right now in the circle is MTB Military B. They're spread out on Monte Nuevo. They don't necessarily want to be there for a lot of the time, but they have really good access into the high ground from that location, and they've no real teams around them for now. So, yeah, definitely a solid place for them to be.
Also, quarters, able to just snatch that chicken dinner away. That was, once again, a great play coming out from Loka. Now they'll try and get another game here. Of course, Snake's not too present on Miramar. They won't be able to play that too heavily. And, well, Higgsy is just tumbling down. Okay, interesting.
Hey, that was a nice little roll. I'll give that a 6.7 out of 10.
Or roll, yeah, because if that was like a jump or an attempt to something else, that was a fat 0. But the roll was good.
Yeah, I feel like that was an unintentional roll, but made
if it was unintentional, 0. If it was intentional, 6.5. I like that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair. Maybe 6.9. Now, hello, Byban. They need to get the hell out of Picado as quickly as possible. The reason why is because there's teams now coming in from the east side, and you got to think they don't have that much information because there's teams coming in behind them. So they need to get out there, go into the high ground outside Picado, and they can possibly catch out a couple of teams then rotating in from the east.
Of course, hello, Byban. They got a nice position. Really easy to rotate away from Picado, so I'm not really too scared for them. But what I'm scared for is the members of L2K Live to Kill. If they don't have the information on 963 squad being over here, that could be an initial knockdown. And you see that now, after he's just running around, having no clue whatsoever of teams being around there, Timo going to be peeking up. Where's the M16? Can he get it? It's very precise kind of weaponry. Can he get Nawaf? Oh my god, he's able to cross that road. How the hell was that allowed to happen?
It just didn't work out for 963 at that point and Live to Kill. Get by the skin of their teeth. It's still not going to be easy for them. M24 for Ami. Might be able to get a headshot here or there, but a Car 98 in return from Lord. The battle of the snipers.
He'll be coming on through, of course, snipers, DMR, the big boy meta on this map. So, can loot up on that. That'll be great. They can get some up in their back pockets. You know, 963 squad, now that they gave their position away, why would we recommend just rotate? As we said earlier, like, it's not valuable for them to stay here. And same for L2K. L2K, they should try and get a little bit closer together. Hopefully get some cars if they got lucky on the car spawns in Chumacera. And these two teams should not lose anyone early on. There's no reason. If it does happen, it would be because of a mistake. Oh no, Lord. Ooh, going for that buggy. Does get it, but he will get headshot by Amy. And they will instantly flush it out. That was a risky move. No, you gave your position away a few seconds prior to L2K. That was completely unnecessary.
Honestly, that was just... I'm sorry, that was bad in general.
That was small boy.
It was just bad, to be honest. You know, if
no, it's not team bad. It was L2K. It was 963.
If they were gonna go for it, they should have done it as soon as they popped shots off towards Live to Kill initially. Because then, you know, at that point, Live to Kill were kind of going, wait, okay, let's calm down, guys. Whereas 963 waited, ate too much time, and of course, we saw one of their players taken out.
Chemo, of course, going to be running out. There's no reason for him to do this. They do get out. Oh, Team Pace, I was actually going to be talking. He said a team that you actually like was MTV Military B, like their position in currently Monte Nuevo, but Team Pace, they got a nice position to hold on to. It's pretty central. It's got a lot of nice terrain to work with, and they also got a really good high ground slot to play around. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's just, as long as their synergy is on point, which I think they've been lacking for the last few games, it could be really easy for them to hold on to. But that communication is going to be really primordial if they want to hold on to an open area in Miramar.
Now, Alpha Legends, they sent that scout forward. Faker was on his own. I will give that information to the rest of the team. There is a team close by. I think Roxton trying to go in for the kill. Being aware, yeah, that there could be somebody very much across the road on top of the hill. Confirms it. Good stuff. Now he's going to be able to back up. I don't think Alpha Legend in any way want to try to kind of counter that to get another knockdown. They're just going to hold off. Plus, they hear the vehicles of Team Fate rolling right past towards them.
Oh, they got the intel now. Will they commit? Yes, they will. That's going to be, of course, Fate going into the compound, trying to overtake Alpha Legends. Alpha, they lost Faker, who was trying to scout out, and now they've got maybe a little bit of an advantage because of it. And they're off to a good start, but unfortunately, they're going to be using their very first member, which is Reef. Now, Alpha Legend want to reverse the steam in this one. Checking out that nade. Oh, that nade is actually really good, and it falls right on top of Shadow. And the nade, because it got cooked up, actually might even shut down Shadow, and it will put him down to mid HP as he bleeds out. But damn, that was a good nade from Insane.
What a Kobe. You could say it was an insane nade. As Kato's going to try and get the revive off onto Shador. That does push Alpha Legends back, gives Fate a bit more space to get the revive off on their own. I do got to say that Riemann is a player that could be the difference maker for Alpha Legends, flanking to the side, has a little bit of a dip that he can hold on to. I'd like to see him to actually go around the mountain and maybe surprise Fate from behind, but Fate are actually playing intelligently and disengaging away from that. I love it.
I mean, you still got your cars. They haven't got damage. You haven't lost any wheels. You still got a lot of cars, to be exact. So why commit to a fight that unfortunately you might be losing more and you might be biting down on more than you can actually chew? I'm pretty happy with that. And you got a high ground position. You know what? And with really good dips. This is great to hold on to at this stage. A lot of information, a lot of pressure. And because Miramar is so easy to scout out teams around you on high ground, you can easily even take a few kills potentially with that position.
That's what they're going to look to do onto the members of Bad, but he's able to get out of that vehicle and go behind the building, but Insane is out in the open. Bad might be able to take advantage of that. Nectar healing himself up. Khaled is there behind the vehicle. Fade are a little bit separated. On the side note, Max, we did see Phase 2 shift towards the east, which is actually very good for all these teams because it means that they don't really have to shift too far further to get into a nice location in the circle.
What I'm pretty happy is with this second phase circle. Actually, you know, there was, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of room up north and on the east, but actually this second phase circle is almost the exact same, but all of the zone where there were no teams, that's already been cut off. So now it's going to have almost no influence on this game so far. But MTV, as they tried to move up, they did have one member knocked away. That was Mooney. Got a little dip, but they're going to get pushed upon by one squad, and that's going to be Halo Byban. But they're getting backstabbed by Zoro Wisdom with that mini. This is great positioning from Zoro.
It's going to be really important for MTV to really, you know, kind of draw Hello Bybad out into the open, or even more into the open, as Besho does exactly what he can to get that job done. Zoro has been spotted, just throwing himself down to get an energy drink off. And that's the thing, you know, Doctor, he knows that there's a player now behind him, and that's going to be up to MTB to react accordingly.
I do love the position of Baby. Unfortunately, not a great position to push on from, but just for intel and also just to potentially peek out and get an initial knockdown, that'd be great. But Zoro, he got put extremely low. Luckily enough for him, that was not a knockdown, because if it was a knock, nobody's going to res you up unless the fight goes over to MTB Military B. But they get a nice nade of Hello Bybad, and this might allow them to actually push up on the position, hoping to not get backstabbed once more by Zoro.
Honestly, they have to push up. They have to push up aggressively. Zoro really can't do too much right now. It's going to leave Bogasm on his own inside that little hut. Nowhere really to hide as the members of Hello Bybad look to surround them.
I love how they're playing this Hello Bybad. They're actually trying to beat all around the compound, so that actually MTB Military B can't focus on one specific point, and that allows them to get closer and closer, and now that allows them to actually breach this compound. They are inside. They infiltrated the houses of MTB. But now that that's done, the next thing you have to do is actually get the kills, get the frags. He goes through that. Some nades getting cooked up. Some nades actually connecting pretty damn well. The Burst not quite able to get the knockdown. He goes for the second chance, and he actually does commit, get the kill, flush it out. That's their second point so far. MTV Military B now only has basically Zoro. There was their scout, but now he's got to get the hell out of there. And scouts and unfortunately one-man armies are really hard to pull off on a map such as Miramar.
That was a confident push by a Hello Bybad. Really confident. Now phase 3 has actually shifted up in the northwest, so that's going to really put a lot of pressure on the teams down on the southeast and actually all around the map, because when you really look at it, you only have Team Frag that has a strong position inside the phase 3 circle.
They are definitely really confident on that position. I do enjoy it as you pan on over to NASR. No, great last game that they had. How many kills was that? It was like 17, like extremely huge. They got to keep on putting out performances like that if they want to get better cash buys. But that circle shift, oh my God. Crater Field's still a little bit involved. Not really good to aim for it, because that means you're forcingly going to have to go downhill. So I would not aim for that position right now. The little compounds are great around that. Oh, that road here it is, 69. Going straight for the engage. They did lose N7R, but now they got the initial knockdown. Nectar, the last one. For Bad, how can he hold on to this area?
Of course, gotta be careful, because SWAT 69 are being engaged by, I don't know exactly who it is from behind, to be perfectly honest, but it is gonna push them under pressure and actually stop that aggression. It is actually fate up above.
Oh man, and now the nade. He thought that they were the one dictating this fight, but no. SWAT 69 are getting absolutely destroyed. At least the health bar, that nade. Oh my God, that was actually close enough. I did not expect that. But now Fate, can he steal all those frags away? That is definitely what he's aiming for. The smokes are buying him enough time. I would say now Bad is your time to strike. Nice. Oh my God. Wait, that nade. This could be perfect. This could be absolutely on point. It does go down, but unfortunately doesn't do anything. But that was still a really good attempt.
It was a really good attempt. Yala Esports. Oh, wait.
About that note.
that was not a good attempt. Yala Esports has a great position up on the northeast side of the circle. Accessed the location really cleanly without any trouble at all. Nectar now might look to get cleaned up by the members of SWAT 69 now, not being engaged on by Fate, so they can just focus on where Nectar is, up on top of the warehouse.
And exactly where he is. That nade looks good and is absolutely spot on. Explodes mid-air, Imperium. SWAT 69, that'll be their third kill so far, but unfortunately, they suffer 2 casualties. It was worthwhile because they get an area, which is super valuable in this circle, but unfortunately losing 2 in the long run, especially on Miramar, is going to come and haunt them later on.
Honestly, that's the thing. If I was Nectar, I would have actually gone full send at that point of the team fight. He played too passively after getting 2 knockdowns. Yeah, they were down to 1. And yeah, okay, they were getting pressured by Fate, but why not? Now we do lose Clan SK. 14 teams left. As SNT, they're under a lot of pressure.
A little bit split, cornered up. SNT can still have Octavian make it back, but they can't explode. They're going to have to send a cavalry to actually try to make him out of that situation. While Frag and Pace, they're fighting for this high ground position, fighting for the mountainside. There's now Pace. Got to try and potentially retreat a little bit further back. They're the team, though, that are the closest to the center of the circle, so they could actually technically leave these two teams off Frag. And also 13, not sure who's actually behind him. I didn't have time to see the name. It is also L2K. So they could let that fight happen and then just prey on the last few frags if they really want to.
Yeah, but Pace has to be careful of 963. Not directly behind them, but kind of to the south of them. So they want to kind of hold on to where they are and allow Frag and L2K, like you said, kind of slightly take each other out, but they just can't disengage from that location for now.
I love where Higgs is currently put up. Is really like if L2K commit full push, he can actually get some of a backstab situation. I don't think they really expect him to be there. They're mostly focused on the teams that are actually already knocked down. L2K trying to get some more angles up. Unfortunately, not going to result in too much, but the blue zone is closing out. That means that their time on this position is ticking, unless it's like the hardest shift on the West I've ever seen. But otherwise, you're pretty sure the next phase is going to force L2K out of this little area.
Plus, if it does go up towards north or even to the east, that's going to require them to go downhill as well. And you have 963 there around, and you also have headquarters up there. You even have Yala up north, so it's going to be increasingly harder. They need this next phase to stay down the southwest.
There's so much road. Like, we had so many road finishes so far. We still got like two big roads getting involved. So I would be genuinely surprised if we have another road finish. The teams are able to technically deal with them pretty damn well. While NASR, like, they've been waking up. They've been taking fights with SNT also. And doing it on a pretty even standing. So really proud of the guys. I hope they can get another great performance as we pan on over to the fight I was just talking about across this road section. While Yala on the top, that was a great scoped engage from Oped on that Car 98.
SNT responded really well to initially being behind Yala Esports. They're now flanked around to the point where they're still behind Yala, but they're in a much better position now. They, of course, have to get rid of NASR, Ninja, and Ragnar, the only two players left standing, although one third player is looking to get revived.
Actually not in circle Imperium, so these mean that these two teams of SNT and NASR, they got to lead, and they got to do that without cars. That is definitely scary at this stage. Here it is. Yala, they're preying on these kills. They want to try and steal it away. Ragnar, of course, is not going to be allowed to take that buggy. It's way too slow as he started up. And they confirm with the frags. They try and get as many as they possibly can. Yala Esports, they are taking two teams down potentially. This engage as Team Pace, they get eliminated. What the hell happened over there?
They got stabbed in the back by Headquarters, Max. And that's exactly what happened. Headquarters came in and they eliminated a team that could effectively punish them over the last two games. That's a good stuff going out from them. NASR eliminated in, I think it is 13th, and then SNT in 12th were quickly down to 11 teams, Max.
But Yala Esports, they just dominated it. Of course, that was no way SNT or NASR were going to make it out alive. And now LTK, we talked about it, they got to rotate, but they're actually going for a rotation I was not quite expecting. They're going for the northern side, trying to wrap around up on the west. So I do really enjoy it, but they are making themselves open to taking damage from Frag, and as I said, that Frag, they are going to rain it down upon them. That's looking like a pretty decent spray from Nawa. But unfortunately not going to result in any initial knockdowns, because still, got to use those smokes, use up that utility to make it over and get the res on top of Fidan.
But however, look at what L2K have done, sending Amy up forward. Look at that, into the circle. It's actually two-man team of L2K, so really good reaction. Split movement, split rotation to stop Frag from rotating in their own direction. Incredibly intelligent from L2K.
Now just so many teams rotating on the southwest. Which team will be the one to make it through? Three teams in contestment currently. Well, Hello by Band, they're getting sprayed down a little bit, especially Doctor. The other teams are pretty safe behind the mountainside, but Headquarters, they have been rotating down already. Got to be careful about the backstab. They backstab, of course, Team Pace earlier. They don't want that to happen to their very selves. But Frag are slowly pushing on their position, and just the same also for Hello by Band right behind them. As some nades getting chucked on over was Howl for Legends, and Reman will be the one-man army to try and take this game home.
Jordanian squad, a team who are on the same points as Team Pace coming into this game. Team Pace have been eliminated early on, so that gives Jordanian squad a strong chance to at least overtake Team Pace at the end of this game, but they've got to get closer to the likes of SWAT 69 headquarters and Yal Esports, 3 teams who are still in this game.
Yep, but Alpha here it is, going to be moving forward. Saying going to try and get that flush. Of course, you want to secure every single one you can. And that will be the end. Fate eliminated by a nice backstab of Reman. That is huge for them, up to 4 kills so far. But he's now left alone and he's going to potentially have to shift away during phase 6. But nice 3 squad on the lower side. I would love to know if Reman actually knows they are currently there.
Am I not mistaken in saying Moha is the last man standing for SWAT 69? Now rotating down that little hill into circle, trying to hide in between the bushes, and Jordanian squad heads on up into the likes of headquarters.
Another road finish is currently happening in Pyramid. All the teams that are currently on the south, they should die. I do have to say, unless you got a card that's still in working function, that will be the end of the route for you. But in the squad, headquarters, they can't make it through. They've got to go downhill. The high ground is still remaining on the north, right? But that means they're going to dominate the entire scene.
But that's why it's up to them to get as many kills as they can, right? Because now their backs are against the wall. There's a strong chance they're not going to make it into the circle. So take down as many people as they can along the way. Of course, Hello Byban are the team that are furthest from this circle, but they are the highest up as they have to push their way down. The blue zone is going to start closing in. Jordanian squad have actually made a harsh rotation across the road. It's risky, but it's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
I mean, it should be. Definitely that is the type of move that could allow you to get access to the later stages of the game. You're getting backstabbed by headquarters. That visibility. They take one, potentially even down, but Yala Esports, they're controlling the area. They know almost where every single team is currently located. One team they can't really pressure right now is the team that's in the compound. Right now, here it is. They've got to go for the move. The last member of SWAT 69 is going to get absolutely destroyed by Banda of headquarters as they get an extra kill around the board. But Hello Byban, they're trying their best. They lose Brusk, and Baby's going to have to do it as a one-man army. Scattered out by Zana, trying to get the shot with the M24. Not quite able to connect that one shot.
Oh boy, that's going to be good for headquarters. And Yala Esports with SWAT 69 being taken out. And now Jordanian squad being put under even more pressure. Reman doing exactly what they can from Alpha Legends as the last man standing. All the while, Yala Esports, Max, they're still a goddamn full squad in this game.
Yeah, but all the teams that were down south, they got destroyed. They're out of the game, but the only one that actually made it through is actually not headquarters, sorry, who was it? I forgot. My brain forgot. Oh, the Jordanian squad. There you go. And there we'll be pushing upon Reman of Alpha Legends, but unfortunately just completely overwhelmed and he will not be able to do anything. Still able to make his team go in 4th position. That is huge. But Yala Esports, they got the high ground. They're going to rain it upon the squad of Jordanian squad. Can they get the knockdown? Not quite. Nades would be a huge downfall for Jordanian squad at this stage.
It very much could be, but that's why Jordanian squad are trying to get in there first against Yala. And what's really good for Yala is that because Live to Kill are so far away from Yala that they can't really third party, but now they're going to push on forward up the hill. Yala Esports are going to respond. They're actually going to backtrack against Jordanian squad and focus on Live to Kill.
Live to Kill being really proactive. They know they have to push up, and Yala Esports, they're not shutting down that rotation.
No!
And the circle shifts away from every single team, and the team that goes circle early is going to get destroyed from the high ground, so you've got to take a gamble. You've got to commit for the fight. Yala Esports, here it is, gets scattered out by Fidan of L2K. Can they get knockdowns? Yes, they can. That's the first coming out from now up in the headshot, but Yala Esports, they fight back in a great fashion and get the knockdowns also on Jordanian squad. HMDA will be the last one, but he's getting knocked right now uncontested. He's not getting scouted out. And Fidan, he's going for the insane push, taking a shot under the van. He gets another knockdown. Zero left alone. He's going to go for the shot on the back, going for the jump engage, but Fidan will get denied. And Zero, can he make it work out? He's put so low, but he does get eliminated in 3rd position with all of Yala Esports and L2K. They control the scene. They got the high ground. And Jordanian squad, there's no way they can take it home, but he will get one knockdown onto Amy.
HMDA holding on by the skin of his teeth. He's now going up the hill. It's coming down to 1v1. He's got a first aid kit. He's going to have the time because he's down this step. He's not being spotted by L2K, who have only got 2 of their players now off. One of them are very low on health as HMDA goes up the hill. It's 1v1. It doesn't quite work out. And Live to Kill. Get their chicken dinner.
I said it, Imperium. I still count them in as a team that can make it back for the fight of the overall the World League spots. They had that chicken dinner. They got 20 points for that position and also 11 total kills. That is huge comeback for them. They started off in 9th position with 85 points, and they are slowly climbing their way back up the ladder. That means they are also now in 100-point teams. They are able to climb a little bit higher. I'm super happy for them. But Jordanian squad, this is a huge game for them also.
Man, I love being proven wrong. I actually do. Max, really, I love being proven wrong. I love counting a team out and they turn around and go, nah, you know what, Imperium? You know nothing from this point of view. Do not count us out. They got a great result. Live to kill the chicken dinner. And as you said, Jordanian squad, 18 points.
Oh, let's go. Jordanian squad, this will be a really valuable game for them. Might be enough to actually get themselves back in the fight for the global stage spot. There it is. A few fights getting replayed over. Of course, a great few names coming out of this entire game, but then you had, of course, Kleineske. They got taken out also pretty damn early. That's a really long distance shot, actually. I did not even see that in the feed earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just so good from SWAT 69 on 2. At the end of the day, the members of Bad, it was really hairy, but they did everything they could. And they did finally get that squad wipe in the end onto the members of Bad.
Then this was the fight where, you know, there was live to kill. They were trying to fight, doing their best versus Team Frag, but of course, that means also Team Pace in that fight were backstabbed at the end. So they unfortunately were out pretty damn early. But I gotta say, like, Reman, that's it. Such a good job on his own, able to take down Team Fate and even 963 Squad a little bit further later down the line, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Alpha Legends Reman really shown out to be one of the best players in this MENA region. But I gotta say, Live to Kill, what got them this game was that rotation away from Frag, from who is it? It's Amy or Ajmi. That allowed the rest of Live to Kill to join up with him when they were happy with the fact that Frag was not looking in their direction. It was just so excellently played, and that's a perfect time to execute that rotation. Like, of course, there could have been a squad there already, and at that case, you know, Live